This is Mr. MegaManFan. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know all the things to do. I admit I've become something of a Virtual Boy fan this year, due in no small part to the fact that my friend Jeff actually was able to get me a Virtual Boy that I successfully got repaired and now is part of my collection. It's one of those things that you really don't understand unless you have played it yourself. Honestly, it's a failure. Nobody's denying that. The Virtual Boy was a complete and abject failure, and it's hilarious that Nintendo is bringing it back as a Switch and Switch 2 accessory for Nintendo Switch Online. There's no denying it's just bizarre that it's even going to exist in that form, since it flopped colossally on the market in the 90s. But because I now own one, and because I've now played a bunch of the games on it, I can see the potential that was there. It was flawed in execution, but there was something to it, even with the limited hardware and the limited color palette. And I've found new ways to enjoy those games, such as Red Viper. This is a free 3DS Virtual Boy emulator. Now, it can't reproduce the 3D effect. It's not going to do much of anything when you slide the switch, except maybe make the picture a little more blurry. Let me return to the game and show you in game. See, you're not going to get a 3D effect out of it no matter what you do. But it's just awesome to play games on it, whether it actually does anything or not. Let me move the camera, give you a better look when I can set it right in front of me. Instead of moving the 3DS in front of the camera, I'll move the camera in front of me. There we go. I think that's a good height. Now, as the GitHub page states, you're going to need to have a modified 3DS to run Homebrew. I'm not going into a tutorial for that in this video, so let's just assume you already have one and you know what CIA files are. In that case, you can take the CIA file for Red Viper, put it on your modified 3DS, install it, and then you can put your Virtual Boy ROMs in any folder you like on your 3DS. Zipped or unzipped, .vb or a zip file, it doesn't matter. If it's a Virtual Boy game, it will work. Allow me to demonstrate. I have a list of games on here. Let's select Jack Brothers. And it's a zip file, but you're going to see that doesn't matter. It works just fine. And honestly, if you get eye strain from using a real Virtual Boy, then playing it through Red Viper or on a emulator platform of your choice on Steam or a retro handheld, that might be a better way to go, because you're not going to be putting your eyes close to a red LED that's constantly strobing. So maybe this is actually a better way to play for some people. But considering the Virtual Boy is only marginally more powerful than, say, a Game Boy, maybe same or less than a Game Boy Color, there's no reason that you can't emulate Virtual Boy in 2025. It's not like it's going to tax any systems that you own. I imagine if you have an Android phone, it'll run on there. Most computers made in the last 10 years, it'll run on there. I already mentioned Steam Deck, it'll run on there. And Red Viper, which is made for the 3DS, definitely runs without a problem. You don't even have to have the new Nintendo 3DS. This is running on an old Nintendo 3DS. So, no problems, whatever way you choose to play. I can honestly see this becoming my preferred way to play Virtual Boy games, at least until the Switch and Switch 2 accessory comes out. I might actually enjoy it that way as well. It might even be more comfortable than the original Virtual Boy hardware, but that's to be determined. And one advantage this has over an actual Virtual Boy is save states. I can go down a level, I can pause the game, I can save like so, and then I can return to the menu. I can either continue the game or I can load a different game. Let's pick something else here. Yeah, how about Vitris? Oh, and if you don't want that bottom screen on, that little light bulb turns it on and off, so you don't have to leave that on if you don't want to. And there you have it. I'm playing a Virtual Boy game of Tetris on my Nintendo 3DS using custom firmware and Red Viper. So, if you've never played Virtual Boy games before and you have a modded 3DS or can get one inexpensively, this might be a good way to try it and decide if you actually want to invest in getting the accessory when it's released, either the cardboard one, which is $24.99, or the full-blown one, which is going to be $99.99 plus shipping and tax. And unfortunately, that will only be available to active Switch Online subscribers, at least at the start. They might expand the scope of it later on, but they're saying at the beginning you'll have to already be a member to be able to buy one of the accessories. There we go. I got a Tetris. That's a good place to save. Turn to menu. Quit. Sure you want to exit? Yes. And there you go. Red Viper for Nintendo 3DS. Another way to play Virtual Boy games. This is Mr. MegaManFan, and as always, thank you for watching.